Well, hello, random people, and welcome back to False Frights. Again, I clicked on new run it earlier, so that's why I just continue. I didn't do another run. Those are the characters we need. However, we don't really want to do that. What? What does this mean? I don't know. Anyways, the run we're gonna try to go for today is going to be either Emerald Foxy and Cam characters, or what was I gonna say again? Or like Phone Guy and Education Endoskeleton, and Office characters. Because you can not cam stall, blackout stall Static Guy anyways. Hmm. We don't want anything that's gonna have to make us use the mask, because if we do that, then we're gonna like die. That's a random character, back to back. So, if y'all want to, you can also check the description down below for something I'll describe right now. I'm just not getting good luck today, aren't I? Because, like, yeah, these two are decently fine, but the issue is that either ECOD or that, and I don't like that. Okay, let's discuss the characters I'm gonna need. So, if I were to do Emerald Foxy, I'd probably say you, you, you. Like, these three are fine because I'm gonna be in the cameras the entire time. You're gonna be fine because I'm gonna be in the cameras the entire time, so you won't be able to attack. You'll be fine because you won't be in the cameras the entire time. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Um, you're gonna be fine, and then Emerald Foxy. So yeah, that's 7. The only issue would be Emerald Freddy, because then I have to pull the cameras down sometimes. But that's not really an issue, now is it? Now we just have to wait to get the good luck. Okay, Emerald Foxy. Okay, never mind. The good luck's coming sooner than I thought. Never mind. Because you instantly ruined the run, and you instantly ruined the run. Because Phantom Bonnie basically makes it so you can't stay in the cameras the entire time. Basically like the opposite to Static Guy. So, I don't really like that. You're gonna force control of the cameras, which can lead to bad RNG situations, which has happened before. When I was originally planning to get all 4 of them being ECOD, Mole Chica, Emerald Foxy, and Static Man simultaneously. However, then I got horrible RNG and then got curb stomped by them all, so, that kind of sucks. Boom, boom, use 3. The reason why I'm doing this is because I get decently, like, tense when it comes to, like, the later nights. Those 3. Like, sometimes I'll, like, just not do, like, the boss night for several days. Just solely because I don't, like, want to think about, like, doing the boss night and then dying, and then doing it again, and then dying, and then doing it again, and then dying. So, Okay. Okay. You would ruin the strat. Um. Actually, no, you wouldn't unless you're like in the. Mm. Man, I guess it's kind of good. The only issue I don't like plushies when it comes to this. Where is he? He is there. There you are. Take this. Where are you? There you are. That was ECOD, so we're gonna put the mask on next camera flip. What? Did you not move? Yeah, no, you moved. Why didn't you attack? It's like the second time you've done this. I want to get a character that also has an exposure bar, like as fast as possible. Because just having ECOD for exposure is kind of horrible. There you are. I'm getting decently faster with my cam checks, which is great. Okay, boom, easy. Emerald Foxy moved, but we're fine because he's at a decent amount of emeraldometer. I think that's what it's called. Why is it called the emeraldometer? I have no clue. Boom. Boom. I think we can just not go on the cameras for us tonight, honestly. Oh my gosh. Don't talk about that. Come back here. Boom. The fright is over. Yippee. Okay, now we just choose malware mangle and oh yeah, time. Time's like the obvious one. We're gonna have to go random character and hope that's not something that's gonna kill us. Because we can't do Vincent, because Vincent like ruins the entire concept of just camera stalling. And we can't do you, because you also ruin the concept of camera stalling by existing. So we're gonna have to go red eyes for the exposure bar, and because we kind of have to. Time, random character, balloons, you, etc., etc., etc. This is like the only times where balloons is actually an acceptable thing. Right there, so I'm gonna do that. The only real issue with Malware Mangle is if Malware Mangle and Emerald Foxy pull up on the same camera. Like when that happens, we either wait for Emerald Foxy to move, or we just right. Give me that piece. That was ECOD. This kind of reminds me of One Night at Frogger's when it comes to difficulty. And when I say reminds me, I've not played One Night at Frogger's. I mean like watching like Bones do One Night at Frogger's, and how like there's no like keybinds, it's just it's just like mouse. Boom. And now we can just stay on the camera forever. And not have to worry about anything. We just have to make sure that the emeraldometer doesn't get up too high. And I mean that's kind of obvious. It's kind of easy because we're not going to be out of the cameras for too long. This is why time nights are so easy. If you just don't have anything, like unless the game can magically give you Phantom Bonnie, we're fine. I don't think it can because Phantom Bonnie is an optional thing. So unless the random character we get either is a Phantom Bonnie or a Cam character, not Cam, office character, we're fine. Also, no, I'm not gonna risk it like last time and let stupid Malware Mangle get 2 cameras and somehow kill me when it literally makes no sense. If Malware Mangle gets a single camera, we had to clear it. So we gotta go boom, then boom. Time, we have to choose time there. Okay. We're only gonna see Red Eyes once, because we're gonna put the cameras down 6 times just for Freddy. There you are. Gonna wait a bit. I feel like his stuff fills up and slows down. Fills up and goes down faster with how the nights progress. Because it feels like he fills up like way faster and slows down. Not slows down, goes down like slower kinda. That wasn't Emerald Foxy, so we're fine. That was Malware Mangle. Give me that. Now we gotta find its head. Boom. And now we're seeing the cams for us tonight. That was Emerald Foxy. Whenever Emerald Foxy moves, we're probably gonna wait for him to get like to the R of Emerald meter, and then start clearing Malware Mangle, so that we don't accidentally like get curb stomped by him going into the actual office. Because whenever Emerald Foxy gets into the office, we're kind of cooked. So he's not here. So where is he? Boom. Emerald Foxy can appear on literally any camera, so you know there's no guesswork. Unfortunately, we're gonna wait a bit because, I mean, if Emerald Foxy moved, that'd be great. Yeah, because that's the only time we can realistically deal with Emerald Foxy, if Malware Mangle stacks with him. Because if we deal with him while he's at like here and we're dealing with Malware Mangle, then we're gonna get cooked because he's gonna fill up the bar completely and then go into the office. And as we all know, if he goes into the office, we're just dead. We're just basically dead. And we're done. Please be a good character. Please be a good character. Please be. Darn it. Yes, I am resetting just because of them too. Okay, boom, boom. If it was literally any cam character, I'd be fine. But no, it was an office character. Boom, no. Like, unless I have to, like, for like the max mode, I'm not going to realistically put myself in a situation where I'm going to get like deep fried because of insert random character here. That's gonna be a random character. And plushies back to back. I don't like plushies. For this situation, I don't like plushies. For any other situation, I would like plushies. Mochika, that was instant no. The main difficulty when it comes to hunting down these characters is actually getting a good synergy for them. Like an easy synergy for them, instead of like tweaking. No. No. Is this entertaining? I don't really. I mean, it's annoying to actually have to find an actual good run that's actually like you know, feasible to do. Because right now we're just collecting characters, so like if I'm collecting characters or doing stuff for like a specific run, I'm not gonna really care whether like how easy. Like, I'm gonna go for the easiest run and then do it in comparison to doing like the most annoying run and then doing it. When it goes to the max mode, then I'll do the max mode when the time comes. Like, well, issues you all don't say as well with our main goal. I'm probably gonna cut like the majority of this out, considering it's just like boring as ever. Can I make a good office cycle then maybe? No, because then if you appear while you appear, I'm dead. And balloons. If I'm doing an office cycle, I aim for plushies. If I'm doing a cam cycle, I aim for balloons. Time works either way. Like, time's like the objectively best one in my opinion. Because you can do it for literally anything and be fine. Like, I'm dealing with a whole bunch of like office characters, and I have balloons. I'm gonna like be silent for the entire night and not really talk. Because it's just me like mentally tweaking out over the fact that I got balloons. And I hate balloons. So, you know, well, in this situation, I hate balloons. Our Mangle, Foxy, and Chica. Yeah, Chica forces you to put the cams down, but for such a short amount of time, it's not really, like, annoying. Who's okay, good. Time. That's gonna be a random character. Can we please just not have any overlaps when it comes to the characters, please? Like if I choose like Emerald Foxy, please don't put Emerald Foxy back onto the path. I'm probably just gonna cut to the actual next run, where I'm not just resetting nonstop. Literally the only gripe I have with roguelike games, it's just actually no, it's the only gripe I have with this game is just like when it comes to the end stage of collecting stuff. Wait, what was that? Ecod, no, no, no. And plushies. Like I only have 3 characters left, and each of the 3 characters has a specific synergy that goes with them. So, you know. I see, I see. Why are you here? I was originally planning to do a like when I saw this, I was like, oh wait a second, I could just do a what's it called? A easy night with just, you know, I would prefer education endoskeleton in this roster. If education endoskeleton isn't here though, I won't complain. I could theoretically do this without, never mind. I like the fog overlay though, because the fog overlay kind of tells you like how close it's been to insta killing you without directly saying it. The only thing when it comes to a phone, guys, you have to get good at like flicking, like your mouse. And the issue is I'm a lot better at tracking than flicking, so. Boom. The original plan was to go for Emerald Foxy, but I guess we're not doing that today. Actually, no, maybe we can. What am I doing? I have no clue. If we use Emerald Foxy, then plushies after that. The only thing is, if both of them to attack at the same time, we have to prioritize Phone Guy because it was shorter kill timers. Like, we don't want it to happen, period. But if it does happen, we have to prioritize Phone Guy. Emerald Foxy, I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with Emerald Foxy, honestly, with this setup. So, like, yeah, Flip Trap would be the better choice. But then I had to... Actually, let me see if it's, like, feasible. Yeah, Flip Trap, plushies, then you... Do I like this? Do I like this? Do I like this? If we choose Emerald Foxy instead, we could potentially just deal with him like every time he's halfway. Because he has an office mechanic, but the issue is that office mechanic is kind of like your last limb, kinda. We're gonna use the cameras for him anyways, but like maybe we could do Emerald Foxy. I don't plushie stuff another time, like heavily rather time. Like Emerald Foxy, plushies, Chica the Killer, time, Freddy, and whatever this is. I hope it's not balloons. And you know, live. If it is balloons, it's a reset. Sorry. Static Guy actually surprisingly isn't an issue with the setup. If you didn't know, Static Guy's not an issue because Phone Guy causes a blackout. And Static Guy can't like fade in on blackouts. You'll just have to periodically check like that camera specifically. No. Of course it was the one that was right next to the actual camera. Great. Of course, it was the button that's right next to the camera. That's so great. Amazing. Reset. Emerald Foxy could theoretically work in a phone guy. I'm thinking. You'd be in the, yeah, you'd be in the vents, cause maybe we can do a full sweep. Maybe we can do a full sweep. A full sweep being like we get all the characters we need. These three, even though you're technically a cam character, but I don't really care. In like one night. Cause think about it, if we have education and a skeleton, like you two are kind of like the exact same thing. Well, not the exact same thing, but like both office characters. You're an office character. You're like perfectly fine, honestly. Like I can track you though. Unlike Bonnie, I can track you and be perfectly fine. I just have to pray that your like mute call button isn't anywhere near the bottom, because if it is, I'm gonna accidentally flip up the camera and then die. So you know. Anyways, if I choose phone guy, I can go plushies, then Emerald Foxy, then time, then you, and I have to pray that whatever is after that is actually good. However, I probably won't have to worry about education and skeleton period this night because it's like plushies. 9, 7, 8, 6. Yeah, because like theoretically I should, like the thing is, we can get 2 questions wrong, or hold up, 9, 7, 8, 6, 9, 7, 8, 6. Because we can, if we get 3 wrong, we die. But if we get like, if we get 2 wrong, we're fine, or we just don't answer 2, we're fine. It's just the 3rd one that will kill us. Yes, that will be abused in a variant of the max mode. We don't really have to care about him right now though, because we're about to like win anyways. I didn't realize that there's actually glasses on him until like a bit ago. Because I always thought it was like something else that wasn't glasses. Because I just couldn't tell. I'm kind of blind. Phone guy, plushies, obviously. Who's purple guy? We could either go, oh no, balloons, never mind. We have to go purple guy. I just have to pray that both of those aren't balloons, because sometimes both of them will be balloons, and if they both are balloons, I'm going to actually tweak out. One of them better be either plushies or time. Theoretically, we can deal with Emerald Foxy and Purple Guy the exact same way, just not to pull up the cameras ever. However, the issue is if we do in fact do that, then Static Guy is going to appear. And if Static Guy appears, then we're going to have to abuse Phone Guy's mechanic so that we can like stall him perpetually when it comes to like either plushies or time. And yes, that will be in fact what we use in the max mode. That will be a strat. Can I really think about a strat I can use in the max mode? Because like all the cam characters are fine, except for Ecod. You attack anyways. Like theoretically, if we pull up the cameras like at the last second, you, no, not you, not you actually. The only ones who really would be like cooked if the cams just weren't pulled up ever is Red Eyes, Phantom Bonnie, Insane Demon Killer Freddy, Flip Trap, Chrome Freddy, and I think that's it. So theoretically, we can stall all of them just by doing nothing. By like sitting in the office and doing literally nothing. Now our main goal forces us to use the cameras. You force us to use the cameras, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. However, we're gonna have to use the cameras either way this night, because if we don't do it, then Static Guy can appear, because, you know, he kind of manifests randomly. We're probably just gonna use the cameras to track Freddy, honestly. Like, just have the cameras be on one vent, and then flip them up occasionally, and then, you know, yada yada yada, repeat, and then we're fine. I'm gonna pause for a bit. I'll come back soon and hopefully beat this night and go on to the secret mode. No, not secret mode. The secret night, the max mode, the perfect max mode, and the imperfect max mode. I'll tell you what that means when we get to it. Anyways, bye bye. Okay, I am back. We should definitely be fine though, because even if Static Guy were to appear, when it comes to the time ones, it's comically easy. And when it comes to Emerald Freddy, it's also comically easy. The only reason why Static Guy was an issue before was because before we didn't have Phone Guy. Static Guy gets like full countered by Phone Guy and anything with the blackout mechanic. Either way, we can just probably beat this night comically fast because it's still plushies. So, you know. 7, 7, 4, 8. We probably won't call Phone Guy except for if we like have to. Where are you? Right there. 8, 7, 5, 6, right? You're 8, 7, 5, 6. Um, 6, 6, 8, 9. I messed up. I'm just gonna probably push to get the 8. He's right there. So left. Whatever. Going to ignore that sound effect. I don't know what that sound effect was, but I'm going to ignore it. Okay, easy. Now we have Emerald Foxy. And like obviously time. And that's when I thought of a strategy. If I were to... Actually, no, Vincent... The issue is with Vincent is it's double balloons. We don't want double balloons, like, ever. So, we're gonna have to go with Purple Guy. Which is gonna be very annoying, because... You know, if Phone Guy appears, or Emerald Foxy's there, or if Nightmare Fan's there, we're gonna have to deal with all of that simultaneously. So, you know, it adds a bit of RNG. However, we basically don't have to use the cameras. Like, I'll probably, like, use the cameras to hunt down Emerald Foxy. But whenever I hear a laugh... Actually, wait, hold up. I have an idea. So, the new strat. The exact same thing as last night. We're not gonna track Freddy anymore. Just basically, whenever we hear anything, just shock both sides, because I don't know. Whenever you hear his sound cue, shock one side instantly, and then keep going on what you're doing. If the audio cue keeps on going, then you shock the other side. Um, Emerald Foxy, find him on the cameras, fill his thing up to like 75 or 90%, then put the cameras down. And then he should theoretically laugh before his thing goes down. So, we should be fine. So first thing up, find Foxy. Okay. 7, 5, 7, 6. Moved once. Minus 1, 5, 2. Five. Nine, 5, 4, 6. Uh, 6, 8, 8, 5. Uh, 6, 8, 6, 8. Wait. I clicked out of the thing. That's why I started tweaking out. Are we serious? 9, 3, 6. We don't have to deal with that. We should be fine, because, yeah. Boom, we're done. That's kind of the unluck I don't want to ever happen ever again. Is don't want to ever happen the right way to say it? I don't think that's the right way to say it, but I don't really care. Honestly, the only issue is if, like, we get the thing out with these two, the vent shocks out with those two, because our flashlight battery like somehow managed to come back. I don't know how, but it does, so that's good. But anyways, I'm getting better at like the flicks when it comes to dealing with phone guy, so we should be fine with either of these two, honestly. I don't want to deal with you because you're going to have to force me to put in a code. So I'm going to choose Phantom Bonnie and plushies, unfortunately. Osho's time. And I wish that you were someone else, but you're not, unfortunately. Maybe we could potentially beat everything on run 5 so I can get the custom night videos out faster. This is the random intervention look at custom night, because the only things we have to do in custom night are the Secret Night, whatever this is. I know there's at least one challenge that's currently available in this demo. So whatever this is, and then max mode, max mode, max mode, max mode. Whatever those are. I'm going to ignore the he ate though again. This night should be longer than the last one, unfortunately, but we should be able to like be fine overall. When it comes to Emerald Freddy, I just need to not sell when it comes to like everything. Like I need to deal with Phone Guy, then deal with Emerald Freddy. Because if I deal with Emerald Freddy, then Phone Guy shows up, then I'm cooked. You know? It clicks, call him in. I don't know if this means that like if you just don't do anything he'll randomly appear. I think that's what it means, but I'm not 100% sure. Assuming that's what it means, then theoretically we can ignore him for a bit. But I don't really want to ignore him for a bit. Basically, whenever we're about to flash, we should deal with Phone Guy, then flash for Purple Guy. Because right now we have... Oh, we only have one exposure bar. Because Purple Guy would be the only exposure guy. Because none of you guys do exposure. So it's only just him. Okay, great. So basically just have to lock in when it comes to flashing the hallways. And hope that Emerald Foxy does not pull up in the hallways ever. Because if he does pull up in the hallways, then we're basically cooked. Yeah. Great. Anyways, this is plushies, we'll be fine. I hate that 38 plushies though. Because now it's not like a small enough number to the point where I can just ignore Education Endoskeleton. Like I kind of have to deal with them. I know that. Like that's fine. It's just... There you are. 9, 3, 9, 8. Foxy moved. We're gonna ignore that though for a bit. Basically, the fourth way done. Shot that. Oh my gosh. 6, 3, 9, 9. 6, 3. Let's do it. Oh, great. Um, 8, 2, 4. I almost ran over my finger there. We gotta deal with that. 8, 2, 4, 8. Uh, 9, 6, 6, 9. Let's deal with him instantly. Two, 6, 6, 9. We're gonna ignore that. Boom. So yeah, theoretically, we can do pretty good the entire night without checking the cameras. That's a lie, actually. What I just said, I lied. I lied to you. We do have to check the cameras for recharging the vents. Other than that, we're fine. I don't know how the interaction between them two is gonna go. That's the only thing I'm kind of scared about. Like these six, they interact with each other fine. Basically the only reason I have to pull up the cameras is for these two. However, with you involved, I actually have to put on a mask, and since you appear randomly and don't have like a set moving opportunities, stuff like that, phone guy and you can like stack, and if they stack, we're cooked because we only have one exposure bar. If I were to do something like this, I would replace Nightmare Fan with Red Eyes, honestly. I'd replace you with Red Eyes, because then we'd have two exposure bars, so it would be like a lot less of a we're cooked situation if they both just appear randomly for no reason. And luckily, since the majority of these guys are like office things, if Emerald Foxy were to escape, we'll be fine. I'm decently stalling right now. It's literally just because Purple Guy's the only one that I'm scared about. Like, instead of Purple Guy, I would be fine if it was like you. I'd be fine if it were Vincent. I'd be fine if it were. Let me list all the characters I'd be fine with right now. Yes, I am stalling. I'd be fine if it was Chrome Freddy. I'd be fine if it was Flip Trap. I'd be fine if it was you. I'd be fine if it were you. I'd be fine if it was you. I'd be fine if it was you. I'd be fine if it was you. And I'd be fine if it were nobody else, actually. But it just had to be Purple Guy. We have 3 lives, though, so... I mean... I have to develop a strat, though. Just don't flash the hallway until we deal with Phone Guy. Actually, no, the phone rings. I think we die if we don't click it when the phone rings, but... It's basically just RNG right now. Because if these two jump me at the same time, I'm cooked, so... I just have to make sure that they don't do that. Like, before I flash the hallways at all, I had to do a Phone Guy. Meaning that if Emerald Foxy enters the thing, and then... Like, Emerald Foxy could force me to flash. Nightmare Fan could force me to flash. So either them two force me to flash, and then Phone Guy rings, while Purple Guy's in the hallway, I'm kind of cooked. However, that's decently unlikely to happen. Hopefully that's decently unlikely to happen. I don't want to die 3 times back to back right here, and then have to go and roll again for the nth time. Let's do it. Seven, 3, 5. That's fine, Foxy. There you are. Like that. Like that. That cannot happen. And boom. Exactly what I just said. It can never happen. Happens. Great. This is actually a good run, surprisingly. Okay. Okay. Good RNG. Goated RNG. Did he move as I pulled the cameras? No. Okay, I was tweaking on. I get why I'm tweaking, but I'm tweaking. Of course you move now. Hue moves, so you're not gonna... The only unfortunate thing would be if Foxy moves at the same time that, like, anything else happens. And as we can see, the flashlight is recharging. Luckily. Foxy moved again. He roughly moves when he's at, like, half. If we, like, nearly completely fill him and leave. And guess what? Since we're using the camera, static guy won't show up. So we're fine. One guy should attack one more time before the night ends. At this rate. Yeah, if we completely fill him to, like, full, at this AI, he doesn't move until, like, he's at, like, half. So theoretically, we should be fine. Okay, obviously we're gonna choose red eyes, because exposure go burr. Let's go! Wait a second. Is this the strat? Because here's the thing. Vincent's annoying if he catches you off your guard. If Vincent catches me off my guard with phone guy, well, I'm cooked. But the issue is that Vincent is extremely difficult to get caught off your guard with, considering the fact that if we just look at something else and see like how purple it is, we can then use that as a reference to see how close Vincent is to killing us. You know? I'm pretty sure no one got that, but we should be fine, is basically what I'm saying. And that's the last three. So whatever this is, wait, tire track ready. Never mind, I can't. I had to choose education endoskeleton, unfortunately. Plushies though. Luckily, all you guys are kind of like in some way, shape, or form office characters. Like yeah, Red Eyes may. What was that? Red Eyes may be annoying when it comes to like hunting down Foxy, but other than that, we're fine. Cause like we have 3 clicks on each side, so we should be fine because there's no vent characters this run. So you know. What the heck? I was gonna say, what is this RNG with Foxy moving? Did you just go to the same side twice? Great. So go to this side, or go over there. Now we're gonna fill this, because you want to say that twice. Stupid idiot. Now we're gonna refill Foxy. Where'd you go? What did I say? Go to a different side. There's another side right there. Just go over here. Go in the hallway. I'm fine with the hallway. I think the early calling function... Are we serious right now? The early calling function is like the best thing that phone guy has for him, honestly. We're not going to flip up the camera. We're going to deal with phone guy, then do a double flip. Stop it. Okay, where's Foxy? I'm gonna charge. And do that, because... Are we serious right now? and we're fine. We're fine. We're good. Vincent, we just have to not get caught off our guard. AKA, we cannot let Vincent get too faded in. I see, I would like it if it was chrome ready, but I'll take what I can get. No, we're not choosing Malware Mangle. Wait. Let's choose plushies. Let's choose plushies. Choose plushies. And let's choose plushies again. Because the reason why we can't do balloons because of Vincent. So we have to choose plushies. Let's do plushies again. 40 plushies. Doing plushies 3 times back to back. I hate that. It's all worth it because at the end of this, I can finally actually be free of playing this RNG based path. The RNG based pathing will finally be gone. I'll be able to escape. It should be like 34 plushies. We don't count that shot. That shot was horrible. I honestly haven't checked if the Friday House is boopable yet. Time to look at Foxy. Where are you? Stop it. Fox, you could have high key shut up faster. Yes, I did say high key and not low key. Is that a phone guy? So now you want to go this side, huh? Fox is at like roughly half right now, if I remember correctly. So wait a second, I high key don't need to hold up the cameras anymore. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that horrible shot. How we can do basically the same shot that we did in the other night, where we can just stay outside the camera and be fine. Other than stupid. Are we serious right now? And our fan just hugs one side for the entire night, and that's it. I mean, the thing is, when I had Tire Track Freddy, it's basically like impossible for me to actually get. And that's why I'm the GOAT. Like, less than 1 bar of power left. Obviously we're going to choose Freddy. Not only just because he's the only one who actually would make this thing possible, but also because he's the only one who actually allows me to go and do education endoskeleton. I'm going to hate this, aren't I? Actually, no, I shouldn't hate this. Because let's think about this. Education endoskeleton is decently fine. Because, like, I've dealt with them before with, like, something akin to this cast, except instead of Red Eyes, we had a purple guy last round. And instead of you, we had Freddy in the vents, I think. The only main issue would be if, like, Nightmare Fan hugs one side for the entire night, like he did last night. If he just keeps on hugging one side over and over and over and over and over again, then we're cooked. Or may get cooked. There's genuinely no reason for us to, like, have to pull up the cams or pull up the cams, so Freddy shouldn't kill me unless I have, like, a brain fart moment. I need to conserve a bit more power on my flashlight due to Freddy, but other than that, we're fine. And just like usual, I'm going to take a bit of a pause right here.